So just taking a quick look at Vechain then on our daily time frame here for another daily update on the channel. As always, before we begin, as you can see on screen, make sure you go down below and grab yourself some amazing deals from our partners. Tons of free money on offer, so sign up below and get involved with these. Definitely good to be getting some free money and sign up bonuses during this very bearish period of the market that we've been in. As we can see, we've been absolutely bearish for a long while here in Bitcoin, compounding the misery with a big bearish candle so far today. You can see this huge hourly bearish candle here as we've come back down to start sweeping out some of this liquidity that was very obvious here to the left for Bitcoin. Pretty obvious area of liquidity where we've just been stacking up a lot of stop losses, and we've gone and ran some of those right now. We could probably continue here, to be honest. This is largely just due to the Nasdaq pulling back here, as you can see. Pretty high correlation between Bitcoin and the Nasdaq here, although you could argue Bitcoin has really piled on the pain and fully retraced the pump that we saw throughout Wednesday to Friday there, as you can see. Overall, Bitcoin here closing below the monthly fair value gap here, which is a bad sign. As you can see, we did hold the weekly for the past 2 weeks here, and we're still holding it now just about. But obviously not looking like good signs for continuation for Bitcoin. We are looking quite bearish at the minute. You can see if you look at these impulses we've been having to the upside, we are starting to lose momentum and get bigger pullbacks, and it's starting to look like we could start doing this for Bitcoin in the near future, which is interesting. But obviously Vechain just reacting to Bitcoin having that big dump today, coming down, making a new swing low. Altcoins getting absolutely hammered at the minute with no signs of slowing down. As you can see, pretty much all of them here getting it, continuing to pull back incredibly. Ethereum still in and around that 3k area. XRP still above $2 and holding really strong, to be honest. And Solana here still holding this range low that we've been holding for such a long time. But overall, all of our altcoins looking like they're getting slammed down right now, as you can see. Nothing to do with Vechain itself, just to do with the altcoin space in general getting absolutely hammered by Bitcoin's continuous bearish swings to the downside. And you can see no sign of relief for the altcoin space. Vechain here looking in a very poor state indeed, like the rest of the altcoin space right now. We were putting in this bear market range for a while. You can see we started to get the semblance of a bull market, but then once we had the tariffs come in, we got the tariff dump and then never recovered for the rest of the altcoin space. Bitcoin did have his tariff dump. If we take a look here, Bitcoin had its tariff dump down here to around 70k and then came up to a new all-time high, but you can see recently really struggling to get back up above there, and then recently here having a really nice move to the downside indeed. Currently looking pretty bearish, to be honest, and Vechain just reacting to that as a result. You can see once we got that tariff dump consolidated over the summer, tight consolidation, and then we got the huge liquidation cascade on the Friday, the 10th of October, which was incredibly bad for altcoins. And as you can see, not been able to get back above daily fair value gaps for Vechain ever since. They've got this huge one here. You can see we did actually inverse a few here, but we never inversed this huge daily that we created here. And I'm sure if you look at the weekly here, you'll see there is also that massive weekly fair value gap up there that we've created. Overall, the whole altcoin space looking very dead right now, and Vechain is no exception. I'm just going to continue to average into these over the next year or so and see how things play out, because I think in the long term a lot of these are going to come back around. I've been averaging into a lot of cryptos, including Veracity, Vechain, and a lot of the other ones that I look at as well, Dogecoin, for a long while. I'm probably about to break even, to be honest, on Vechain, if a little bit in the red right now. Probably my average entry somewhere around here, because as you can see, I've been averaging in this entire time during this bear market period, and we still haven't got anywhere near a decent bounce to the upside for a lot of altcoins. So Vechain here just looking like right now it's continuing to the downside. Probably wants to come down and take out this low where there's no doubt tons of stop losses, but obviously Bitcoin continuing to dump the market, and we're going to have to wait and see how long the pain continues. As always, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Check back every day for daily updates and get some free money in the description below. Cheers.